Hello, and welcome to a little bit of CW Ops instruction here. And today we're going to go over a little bit about the rufz program here. So let me go ahead and open it up here. I'll just click on that. Oh, and there it is. And tell you what, let me just drag that on over there. So you got three things over here. You got tools, mode, and help. So we'll do tools, right? And then we'll do options. We click on there. You can set the frequency. I have mine to like 800. You can set that load of frequency to 800 or rather 700 or whatever. It doesn't really matter what you set it to. So with the rufz program, it gives it a different frequencies. It sends the Morse code to different frequencies. So adjusting the frequency really kind of doesn't matter. Fade in, fade out, and volume. Yeah. So you put in your call sign over there. You want to make sure we're words per minute and not characters per minute. For the purposes of the class, we'll start at 20 words per minute. Okay. We'll show a scoreboard. Why not? I mean, you could click on that if you want to. It doesn't really matter at this stage. You know what? It doesn't really matter. You can just unclick it. I just have it clicked on mine. And sound effects, again, whatever. It doesn't really matter. The main thing is the words per minute. That's the main thing. You can click sound effects. It's okay. Doesn't, like I said, it's I don't think it's really here nor there. Let's see here. Just drag this on over here a little bit. And we'll see what else is in here. File. Language, we want English, of course. Yeah. That's about it, really. Now, we go to mode. This is where it all starts. We got to make sure we're in trainer mode. So you got to have that thing clicked. And then we go to settings, F11. Which is, you could hit F11 if you really wanted to. Okay. Now here's this splash screen, which I'll explain. This is really where the meat and the bones of the thing is. Okay, so the speed we want fixed. Alright. Here you notice you got letters, figures, and symbols. Okay? And for our purposes, you know, we're going to, so if you click on letters, obviously, well, then that highlights up, and then you can click on whatever letters are in your homework assignment that I sent you, the file, and then you can just click on them. You can do all, none, and then invert, and then you can click on specific ones, and you can practice just the letters. So, and then the same thing with the figures or the numbers, right? And the same thing with a bit of the symbols. Or you could do, you know, all of them. You see what I'm saying? All of them. Or whatever. So you could do it that way as well. And not practice the words. Okay? Now, most of the time, though, we're going to be in what we call a personal call base. Okay? Personal call base. So you click on that baby, right? Once you click on that, you got load call base. If you click on load call base, it's going to want to bring up your files. And then basically in your C drive. So, or of course you can click on wherever your file is that you saved. So the file that I sent you, save someplace where you can find it. And then you click on that file, and then that'll load it into the call base. that notepad file. Heck, you can even make up your own notepad file. There's some stipulations with it, though. If you don't follow the stipulations exactly, then the rufz program won't play it. I'll put it that way. Let's see here. So, you can put it on a timer, and you can put it on 15 minutes if you wanted to. The number of groups per attempt. Now, with every file that I send you, you're going to have to increase the number of groups per attempt. Okay? So every single time that I send you a file, you're going to have to go over here to this number of groups per attempt and increase the crap out of it until you can't do it anymore. Okay? Until it won't go anymore. Okay? Otherwise, you won't get everything within the file sent to you via the rufz program. Alright? So I think the first, say for example, I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head, but say for example the first file has 10, make sure that number of groups per attempt is 10. If the next file has 12, obviously you have to increase it to 12. And then if the next one I send you has 15, for example, I'd have to count them up. But the easiest way to do it is just go over there and just hit that little button right over there, right here, and you just hit it until it won't go any further, until it won't increase any further. Until, yeah, I don't know how else to explain it to you other than hit that button until the number will not increase anymore. All right. You can go over there and count them up if you want to, and make sure that the total number that I send you is in that. Okay. So because the speed is fixed, we don't have to worry about any of this other business, and the fact that now if you do the letters and numbers, if you're just doing letters and figures, make sure you only got one here, right? Don't do like 2 or 3 groups lengths. All right, just do the one, unless I tell you. And then just hit OK. It'll dot it out, which is K, of course. That's really about it. That's the main thing right there. Let's just go back over here to mode and settings. Pretty easy, really. So trainer mode, you can go back to personal call base. Yeah, so we did that. Right. Okay, that's pretty much about it, really. We don't have to really worry about slash calls in there, and the Morse weight. It's fine. We don't really have to worry about that much. You just keep it on the default. Yeah. And the speed increment, we don't have to worry about that either, because we're in a fixed, speed here. So yeah, a lot of this stuff we don't really have to worry about. All right, that's about it. And when you do the I got another minute. When you do this, okay, and you hear it, all I want you to do is just hit the enter button. So let me just take this and we'll undo this right here, and let me just do this. Hold on a minute. Yes. So. Okay. Okay, so here's my enter button. Enter button. So every time you hear the sound, you're just going to go, let's just click off of that. Yes. Oh, look, you hear some Morse code. Enter. And then once you hear it again, enter. 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 So we don't care that we're going to get frowny faces, and we don't care that we're going to not do very well, and we don't care that we're going to do horrible. This is not the, this is, this is not what we care about. We're not here to write anything down. We're not here to worry about anything. The only thing we really care about here is listening to the Morse code and paying attention to the Morse code, and that's it. So basically, as soon as you hear it, you hit the enter button, and you have to go through. Now you'll probably have to go through the whole thing about 5 or 6 times or what have you. Anyway, I'll explain more about that in the theory part. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm wasting enough time.